All right, it's green flag racing here at Twin State Speedway. Getting these Wildcats underway. We have the 56. Bear with me. Oh, I have no clue who that is. I don't. 56. Nate Tedford. We have a whole bunch of people. I don't know who they are. Nate Tedford from the 56 is out in front with a 26. Nope, don't have him either. I do know number 9 is Eric Daniele, so Nate Tedford falls down from first to third as the 26 takes first, and then Daniele comes up from second to first in the turn number 2. Eric Daniele, turn 3 into 4, first place right now for Eric Daniele. As the 26 goes high, Nate Tedford, and the 56 goes low. The 14 to Cody Small. Right down there as the 01, which is, oh no, I don't have him written. We'll call him Bo Duke. Bo Duke, Cody Small, and the 7. 3 wide. There's just a hodgepodge of people out there. As the 41 and the 66 go into each other. And then Nate Tedford bounces off the wall, and the 66 slows right down. We're about 17 wide in turn 3. As we said, trying to get this race in before the lightning starts. Eric Daniele have a very comfortable lead, and then we have everybody else. So when you see the 09, that's the lead. 41 and 7, that's second and third. 41 is Jeremiah Losi, and I believe 7 is that Cody Small? Then we have Bo Duke in the 01, and the 14 is no clue. And we get a red flag as the other 01 slows down. Trying not to touch. Back to green flag racing here at Twin State Speedway. Eric Daniele did not get a good jump on that, as the number 7 kicked up strong. And the 7, like I said, I believe is Cody Small. Oh, back to red flag. Everybody stop. There you go. Green flag is back. Now on the last green flag, Eric Daniele had a tough, rough start. He was better on this one as Daniele and Small are back-to-back, but number 41, that is Jeremiah Losi, went from third to first with a red to green start. So we have Losi, Daniele, and I believe that's Small. Then we have the 40 of Robert Leach. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Losi, Small, Daniele, Leach, and then Bo Duke. And Small comes back. Turn 3 going into turn 4. Small's taking a wide.
Down into turn number 1. Daniele gets a good jump on the outside, gets loose, twists it around sideways. He's going to lose about 3 spots right there. Jeremiah Losi will hammer on up front. Cody Small right there in second. Robert Leach rounding out the top 3. Down a complete lap number time. Losi and Small trying to pull away from the back. Then it's Robert Leach, Eric Daniele, Nathan Daniels, Kyle Small, Seth Melcher, Bruce Jaycox, Patrick LeClaire, and Scott Cowdrey. Jeremiah Losi already has 1 win on the season, looking to make the second one happen here. Cowdrey takes the 66 up pit road. Problems on that automobile. Cody Small, your opening night winner, trying to figure out a way by Jeremiah Losi. Meanwhile, Robert Leach and Eric Daniele duking it out for the 3rd spot. 4-car battle for 5th right behind them. Losi down low, Cody Small up a half a groove. They'll complete lap number 13. Cody Small looks to the high side once again. Jeremiah Losi with a good jump off the turn. Kyle Small looking to work the way underneath Nathan Daniels. Daniels holding the 5th spot. Kyle Small drops to the bottom. Kyle Small will have the 5th spot as they coming down the front straightaway. Now Cody Small on the back stretch, trying to go to the inside of Losi. Losi able to hold him off into turn number 3. Off turn 4, Cody Small down inside once again. Losi by a car length at the line, but he's up the hill. Cody Small working that inside groove. Good run off turn 2. They're going to be nose to nose here in the middle of 3 and 4. Losi, good drive right there. Off turn 4, it's a dead heat coming to the line. Losi by a coat of paint at the line, but now Cody Small will pull out in front. So Cody Small takes over the lead on lap number 16. Eric Daniele now trying to go to work on Robert Leach for third. Small in the Midnight Auto Buggies. Number 7, the Small property maintenance automobile. Your man up front with Jeremiah Losi second. Both of these guys have a win on the season. Cody Small, your point leader coming into the night. Cody out of Heartland, Vermont with 94 points. Robert Leach sets second with 92. Then Eric Daniele with 86. Then we have Rob Olney with 82. Jeremiah Losi sets in fifth with 80 points. So that's your top 5. Of course, Robert Olney not here tonight, and at number 99. So Cody Small going to put Patrick Leclerc a lap down. Jeremiah Losi will follow suit. Meanwhile, Seth Melcher in the 26 starting to move it up. Seth Melcher and Kyle Small nose to tail up the back straightaway. Cody Small up front now, stretches it out to 6 car lengths. Robert Leach starting to close the gap in third a little bit. Eric Daniele 2 car lengths behind him, and then Kyle Small hanging on to 5th with a hard charging Seth Melcher in 6th. Don't forget to buy your 50-50 tickets. 50-50 tickets are on sale. There's already over $250 going into somebody's pocket tonight. So when you see the 50-50 ladies coming around, grab them tickets. Your chance to go home a winner. Seth Melcher finally works the low side of Kyle Small, and he'll have the 5th spot going into turn number 1. Meanwhile, Cody Small will complete lap number 25, and we're halfway through this Wildcat event. Seth Melcher loose in turn number 4. Kyle Small able to pull right back up. Cody Small making it look easy up front. Jeremiah Losi right there in second. Robert Leach and Eric Daniele. Oh, and Nathan Daniels around in turn number 2. Nathan Daniels got loose coming into 2, and that thing went all the way around. He's going to get it started up, and he'll get it squared away. Cody Small putting that number 7 through its paces. He's about ready to catch Leclerc, Jay Cox, Melcher, and 5th place runner Kyle Small, his brother. Meanwhile, the battle still goes on for 3rd spot. Robert Leach and Eric Daniele. As Cody Small puts Leclerc another lap down. Hey, don't forget, if you want to buy a DVD of tonight's racing or last week's racing or any of the racing we've had so far in 2009, OutsideGroove.com is here, and what an outstanding job they do covering the races here. So you can go up and stop by the photo booth and get a copy of the action from here at Twin State Speedway, courtesy of OutsideGroove.com. And believe me, these DVDs are worth every penny of it. This is outstanding footage. Hey, and don't forget, if you need hot or cold food or drinks, stop by the Blazing Grills up here on the Midway. We've also got the popcorn stand. There's ice cream, the photo booth. Oh, I'm telling you, we've got it all right here at Twin State Speedway. Cody Small, Seth Melcher, a problem. Looks like he's got a right front flat, maybe. And he does. That tire is down. So Seth Melcher is going to have to head up pit road. And meanwhile, Cody Small has lapped all but the second and third place cars. Cody Small, really a man on the move tonight. Oh, and your third place winner, Robert Leach, goes around. Gets into the infield. That thing is stopped there. That moves Eric Daniele up to third. Robert Leach finally gets the 40 fired up, but he's going to go a lap down. Now the thing doesn't want to start again. Robert Leach trying to get that number 40 fired up. Now, Eric Daniele's starting to show some serious, looks like tire smoke off the right rear of the number 9. Robert Leach gets it going and pulls it into the infield. I'm not so sure that is tire smoke. Yeah, I guess it is. See the smoke billowing out of the right rear of that number 9. That is your fourth place car, excuse me. I believe he is still third, and Kyle Small is fourth. And that thing is going sour, ladies and gentlemen.
George, listen to that number 9. You see he's way off the pace, but if you listen to him as he comes by, that number 9 is not healthy. Sounds like he has lost at least one cylinder. And on a night with 2 features, that is not good news.
No, he might have lost 3 out of the 4 cylinders there.
Yeah, no question about it as he goes a lap down to Jeremiah Losi now.
He's going to try to stick it out there. So now, the only people on the lead lap are Cody Small and Jeremiah Losi. Seth Melcher back onto the speedway, and at number 26, he's a few laps down. So Cody Small making it look awful easy out there in that number 7. Jeremiah Losi holding on to second place, a quarter of a lap back, but a strong second it is.
Yeah, and a new motor combination for that 7, George. There was some questions to the legality on the motor of the number 7. They've made some big changes. We're here testing on Wednesday night, testing out some new top-end stuff in that car. Not sure what exactly. Everything's sort of top secret with that whole deal, but evidently some new parts on the top end of the motor for Cody Small, and he evidently is very happy with it. Small continues to pull away as he opens up the gap on Jeremiah Losi. Losi in the Honda, Small in a Volkswagen. So Cody Small leads it. Kyle Small in third, just ahead of Bruce Jaycox. Jaycox in a car that got put together in about, 7 hours. Jaycox with a lot of work to do on that 29. But that team will rebound. They own about 12 race cars at this point. As here he comes, Cody Small takes the win. Jeremiah Losi comes home second. Jeremiah Losi down, ready to climb out of his machine. There he is. Check the helmet out. And Jeremiah...
I'll tell you, this thing was on a rail tonight.
Yeah, we went down to practice Wednesday and it was skipping, but I changed a bunch of stuff in it and it seemed to work itself out. And I'd like to thank Jeremiah for racing me clean, and I hope he does the same, and I hope I do the same for the rest of the season.
All right, now do you realize this is the only car you didn't lap tonight?
I had no idea. I have no mirror in the car, so I couldn't see what was going on. But then again, thanks, Jeremiah.
All right, well, tell us about all these names here, these people that make this car go.
Smalls Property Maintenance, Babylon Daycare, Midnight Auto, Buggy's Ditch Digging, and Curtis Carpentry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Wildcat winner with the first of our two.
And here we go. Michael Griggs ready to wave the green flag. Green flag flies. Michael Spear sticks the nose out in front. Jeremy Blood battles back on the inside. Spear quickly out in front. Tara Tarbell about to be the meet in the middle. No. Benny Poland backs out of it, gives her room to race. Down the front stretch, Michael Spear. Jeremy Blood runs in second, but he's feeling the heat now from Tara Tarbell. Blood way loose, hangs the tail outside. Tarbell will take advantage. Tarbell up the inside. Blood way up the hill. Has to get out of it and gather that car up, continue, but he'll lose a couple of spots. Michael Spear out in front in the 62. Tara Tarbell runs in second, the yellow and white machine from Springfield, Vermont. Then it's Benny Poland in the 00. Jeff Murray. No question who his favorite driver is as he pilots that blue anchor number 3. Jeremy Blood rounds out the field as he struggles to maintain the handle on that machine. The field strung out just a bit now as Michael Spear looks like he has that lucky walk number 62 dialed in tonight. Tara Tarbell, though, inching closer. Tarbell trying to reel him in. Deep down into turn number 3, she'll pick up a couple of car lengths. Here comes Tara Tarbell. She reels in Michael Spear little by little. Down into turn number 1, another car length closer. Ben Poland trying to gather up those front 2. Looks like the handle not quite where he needs it here tonight. Jeff Murray all over his back bumper. Jeremy Blood rounds out the field. Michael Spear with the lead. Tara Tarbell within a couple of car lengths now. Tarbell has caught Spear. Tarbell is there. Spear running about a half a groove up. Will Tarbell be able to take advantage? Tarbell drives to the bottom, deep into turn number 1. Spear will come across the nose and hold her off for now. Tarbell is there, folks, with just a couple of laps to go. She drives it down into turn number 3. Spear hugs that white line, protecting the bottom. Tarbell using every inch of racetrack down into turn number 1. Tarbell pulls alongside now. Tarbell has caught Spear. Down through 3 and 4, Tara Tarbell now with the nose out in front. Spear battles back on the outside. Tarbell will lead the lap. Tara Tarbell from a half a dozen car lengths back catches Michael Spear. Now drives away down into turn number 3. Off of 4, she'll take the win. Michael Spear second. Jeff Murray
down there gives them a look. They come off turn 4. Crowley says, "Let's get it on." Down into turn number 1, Mike Willis Jr. with the lead. He's going to lead him off turn 2. Here comes Aaron Fellows. Fellows up into the second spot. Art Hano working the underneath side, and Nate Keogh for third. Hano will have the third spot. Dana Smith already up the 5th. Guy Karen 6. Hagar drops to the back into 91. The 91, not quite the way Robert Hagar would like to have it so far. As that car is off the pace, you can hear it. Nate Keogh being shuffled to the outside groove and finds himself in 6th place coming off turn number 4. As Aaron Fellows, the Superman, is taking over the top spot. It's Fellows, Willis, Haino, Smith, Karen, Keogh, Jarvis, Forrest, and Hagar. Jarvis drops to the bottom on Nate Keogh. Here comes Guy Karen up underneath Dana Smith. Guy Karen making a bid for 4th spot. Smith leaves the bottom open. The Predator will have the 4th spot. Smith will let him in line. The Superman, Aaron Fellows in the New England Outdoor Furnaces, number 1 up front and making it pay. Fellows, Willis, and Haino with Karen on the charge. This time by the double sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. And Aaron Fellows making it look easy out front, and Mike Willis Jr. having his best run of the season in a strong 2nd place effort right now. Well, the battle goes on for 3rd. Haino, Karen, Smith, Jarvis, and Keogh. A 5-car battle for that 3rd spot. Checkered flags in the air. Aaron Fellows takes home the win. Mike Willis Jr. comes home in 2nd, followed by Aaron Haino. Guy.
And here we go. Green flag flies. John Lavoie sticks the nose out in front. Smoke from the boy for number 11. Lavoie around the outside. Strong move. Mark Blair. As Lavoie leaves the bottom open, Blair can't do anything with it. Alan Fellows up the outside as Chris Wilk tries to find a hole. Joe Lanou thought about the bottom on Wilk, unable to get that done. Side by side. Mark Blair in the 10, Alan Fellows in the 29. They lean on each other just a little bit. Blair gives Fellows room. Fellows will take advantage. Here comes Wilk. Wilk loves the high side. Here at Twin State Speedway in that super straight. Wilk now. Oh, problems on the 10. Flat left front maybe on the 10. Oh, clutch problems we're being told now. Clutch problems in practice on the 10 as he heads up pit road. Tough break for that bunch. Down the backstretch, John Lavoie, the tank commander, continues to lead. Alan Fellows all over his back bumper. Lavoie making that car very, very wide as he continues to step the tail out sideways. John Lavoie, Alan Fellows, Chris Wilk under a blanket. John Lavoie continues to lead. John Lavoie continues to lead. Alan Fellows second. Chris Wilk, high side, high, wide, and handsome for the Wild Man. 2 laps to go. The battle is for second. John Lavoie holds down the top spot as they come to the white flag. 4th belongs to Joe Lanou. Then it's Nick Boyven. The 8 for Ryan Bell and Drew Davis. White flag fly. John Lavoie down the backstretch with the lead in the 33. Alan Fellows now trying to hold off Chris Wilk. Wilk looks for the crossover. Won't happen. Lavoie wins it. Fellows second. Wilk third. Boyven fourth. And it's Joe Lanou, Ryan Bell, and Drew Davis.
They had the serious dog that idiot DW made a nickname for.
One of these times, somebody's going to actually run that gopher over. I swear, I see it on TV.
I think he's too quick. Here we go. Green flag is out. I'm thinking we got to come up with a name for our ride car. If we called it like Clyde, we could say Ride with Clyde.
That's not bad. That's not bad, but I thought usually cars were named after women.
Well, Clyde would be a pretty ugly woman.
Absolutely.
All right, hey, we've got a battle going on up front. Scott McMichael gonna have the lead over Dennis Stan. Stan gonna battle back on the outside. Dennis Stan's in that Brookside Equipment number 44. Starting to figure that thing out. Was talking to Dennis earlier in the evening before practice, and he said they really got some bugs to iron out in this car, and it looks like they're starting to get them figured out because that 44 is running. Bucky Demers has also struggled early in the season. That number 26, it's getting better all of a sudden. What can we say about the Predator Guy Karen? This guy is 3 for 3 in feature competition so far. And at number 8, cross flags out. Halfway this time by. Scott McMichael still showing him the way. Bucky Demers now up battling with Dennis Stantz for second. Karen boxed in. No place to go for the Predator. 50-50 is up to $380. Keep buying those tickets. Now Bucky Demers looking to make the move up front. Demers trying to make it happen. Guy Karen biding his time. Dennis Stantz sitting there in fourth, side by side battle for fifth. Oh, look out! Demers around in turn number 4. They're climbing to the front once again.
And there you have it.
Gonna have a little bit stiffer competition tonight as Chris Booger Bergeron has returned. Be interesting to see how it goes. Meanwhile, we've got a race going on. Dennis Stange gonna use the power move on Scott McMichael. McMichael fights back on the inside. They'll be nose to nose. Trading a little paint coming down the front straightaway with 2 to go. Now McMichael will have the lead up the back straightaway. They'll get bottled up in a turn. Here they come down to the white flag. Scott McMichael, Dennis Stange, Todd Davis, Luke Hinckley, Chris Riando, Bucky Demers, and Guy Karen. Karen going to be patient and just ride this one out. Checkered flags in the air. The pride of Newberry, New Hampshire, 2007 track champion, Chris Booger Bergeron in a 27. Joe Crowley gives him the look and says, let's get it on. Darrell Keene and Mark Palmisano lead the pack off turn number 2. Keene and Palmisano nose to nose going into turn number 3. Darrell Keene with the inside groove, but Palmisano with a good run off turn 4. Dead heat at the end of lap number 1. Keene inches ahead coming off turn number 2. Palmisano drives it in deep. Aaron Fellows waiting in the wings into number 29. Keene now will have the lead all to himself. Fellows works his way underneath Palmisano. The battle is for second. Bergeron setting back, watching it unfold in front of him. Fellows will now have second to himself as they head up the back straightaway. Dola Holland trying to work the inside of Palmisano. Good move there on the rookie driver. It's Darrell Keene, Aaron Fellows, Dola Holland, Mark Palmisano, Chris Bergeron, and Mark Merrill. Bergeron now, Palmisano still stuck in the outside groove. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Bergeron has climbed up to 4th. Palmisano in that outside groove slid all the way back to 5th, and now Mark Merrill gonna dive underneath him there. Darrell Keene trying to hold off Aaron Fellows, Dola Holland, Chris Bergeron, Mark Merrill, and Mark Palmisano. We've got a 6-car freight train with 7 laps in the books. Fellows right there within striking distance, waiting to make his move. Keene protecting the bottom very wisely, exiting the turn. Double sticks up, 2 laps to go. Fellows looks low coming off turn 2. Keene has the horses to stay up front. Holland, Bergeron, Merrill, and Palmisano right there. White flag out. 1 more lap to go. Fellows now goes to the inside. They touch. Fellows going to try to muscle his way by. Keene up in the upside group. Fellows will have the lead. Here they come. Aaron Fellows takes home the win. Cody Sabins in the 36. Outside of him, the number 29 for Craig Smith. The number 33, Matt Sonhalter. The 84, Stephen Lampro. The 48 of Caitlin Stone. And the 89 for Shauna Wallace. Craig Smith wasting no time, as is Shauna Wallace coming up the outside. Smith and, oh, look out. Cody Sabins gets into Caitlin Stone, and she goes around. All right, looks like we're ready to go once again. Please back away from the fence. That is not a safe place to be. Please back away from the fence. Here we go. We are underway once again. This time the jump by Craig Smith out front. Smith being chased by Matt Sonhalter, Stephen Lampro, Shauna Wallace, Caitlin Stone, and Cody Sabins. $15-lap main event. We have 1 in the books, 14 to go. Craig Smith holding off the advances right now of Matt Sonhalter, with Stephen Lampro in third, and keep your eye on that 89 of Shauna Wallace. That young lady has really picked it up a notch in 2009. Oh, Caitlin Stone around in the back straightaway. Caitlin Stone goes around, gets it fired up. So she will be underway. We'll stay under green. The leaders will make their way around her. She'll stay down low and out of the way as she gets back up to speed, but she will be 1 lap down. So we have Craig Smith up front, Matt Sonhalter holding on to second, Stephen Lampro in third, Shauna Wallace right there in fourth. Fifth will be Cody Sabins and Caitlin Stone a lap down in the 48. Sonhalter drives it in hard, trying to catch up to Craig Smith, but Smith has the advantage coming off the turn. Craig Smith very smooth in that number 29. And now Wallace goes to the outside of Lampro. Lampro in trouble with the 84. That car is slowed dramatically. Cross flags out halfway, 7 down and 8 to go. And Stephen Lampro, a problem in the 84. So Craig Smith starting to open it up a little bit. He's got a 3-car length lead now over Matt Sonhalter. Shauna Wallace there in third, running strong. Lampro being passed by both Stone and Sabins. Sabins is your 4th place car, and Stephen Lampro is going to take the 84 up pit road. So there'll be 10 laps complete this time by. Oh, look out, your 2nd place car in trouble. Sonhalter loops it in turn number 4. We'll have a caution. Here we go, we are back underway. Craig Smith and Shauna Wallace up front. 9 in the book, 6 to go. Craig Smith like he was shot out of a cannon. Wallace is going to pull it in line now, go to the high side. 5 laps to go, says Michael Griggs. 5 to go. Cody Sabins, your third place car. Caitlin Stone in a 48, a lap down. Matt Sonalter coming from the back, gets around Stone. He'll go to work on Sabins to try to reclaim a trophy spot. And he's going to have 3 laps to get it done as they come down to complete lap number 12. This time by Michael Griggs with the eyeball. The double sticks are up. This is it. 2 more laps to go. 50-50 tickets still on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Get your 50-50 tickets. Matt Sonalter works his way by. Cody Sabins takes over the 3rd spot. White flags in the air. 1 more lap to go. Final lap of competition for our youth sportsmen, sponsored by CarQuest. Craig Smith has led every inch of the way. He'll see the checkered flags as he comes off turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Craig Smith in the 29. Shauna Wallace brings it home in flag around. Don't forget, folks, if you want to visit our top 3, we have a victory lane right down here in turn 4. You can get down here and get up close and get an autograph or picture of your favorite driver. Proud father Dean Smith making his way down in front of the grandstand. Dean had his share of wins here at the former Claremont Speedway.
Winner here tonight. In the brightest car at the Speedway, we'll say that. Craig, another strong run here in this 29. You guys were down here testing on Wednesday. Did you guys find something in this car?
Well, we had broke something the last week that we found out after the feature. We fixed that and came back here, did a couple laps. Things ran great. Anybody saw in practice, we were off. Just changed the right rear tire after practice there, and now it's just great. Got to thank Brothers Auto Sales and Service, Dad, Dirk for helping us fix our problems last week, Graham, Amanda, Mom, Sissy, the family, anybody.
There you go. Craig Smith, great run. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. Craig Smith comes home with a win here in the Youth Sportsman Division.
Michael Griggs gives them the evil eyes. They come off turn 4. It's race time. Spear with a big jump on the outside. Spear's going to lead him off turn 2. Keep your eye on that 3 of young Jeff Murray, the rookie in the field. He's been getting stronger each and every week. Murray up into the 2nd spot already. So it's Spear, Murray, Poland, Blood, and Tarbell. Tarbell being shuffled to the back, but that car is strong. Tara will come back towards the front. You know that's going to happen. Michael Spear up front. Jeff Murray in 2nd. Benny Poland 3rd. Tara Tarbell working on Jeremy Blood. The battle for 4th spot. Tarbell has 4th at the line. She'll pull it in line in the middle of 1 and 2. Tarbell now will try to run down the top 3. Michael Spear up front looking for his first ever win in this division. Right behind him, the rookie in the field, Jeff Murray. He wants his first win. Ben Poland looking for another win, your point leader. Tara Tarbell, she going to win a couple of weeks ago. She'd like win number 2. Jeremy Blood also out there looking for his first win in the division. Michael Spear, Jeff Murray, Benny Poland, Tara Tarbell, and Jeremy Blood. Strictly stock, 6 down, 19 laps to go. The 3 closing ground on your leader. Jeff Murray now within striking distance. 1 car length back. Spear picks it up a notch. Benny Poland about 5 car lengths back. Michael Spear and Jeff Murray, both after their first ever feature victory. Both of these drivers letting it all hang out. Michael Spear, Jeff Murray, Benny Poland off the pace just a little bit. Poland fought a little bit of a push coming off the turn there, off turn 2. Now Spear and Murray seem to have been settled in that 1 car length. Murray was gaining ground, and now they seem to have equalized. Cross flags out halfway. Michael Spear, Jeff Murray, your top 2. Tara Tarbell gaining ground on Benny Poland. Poland in trouble again off turn 2. Almost into the wall. That car pushing severely coming off the turn. Oh, Tarbell and Poland, a little bit of contact. Meanwhile, up front, Michael Spear having by far his best run of the season. Jeff Murray loose off turn 2. That gives Spear a little more breathing room. 10 laps to go, this time by. 15 down, 10 to go. Benny Poland still fighting the handle coming off turn 2. And Tara Tarbell will drive by off turn 4. She'll set her sights on the front pair with 8.5 laps to go. She may have the ponies, but she may not have the time. We will see. Spear and Murray looking strong. Jeff Murray still trying to close ground on Michael Spear. Spear still 1 car length advantage over the rookie, Jeff Murray. Coming down to the line this time, no complete lap number 19, 6 to go. Michael Griggs with 5 fingers in the air this time by. Lap number 20 complete, 5 to go. Murray has climbed up to the back bumper of Spear once again. Murray going to start applying the pressure once again. Spear gets a good run off turn 2. Builds up about a 10-foot lead. Murray closes a little bit in the middle of 3 and 4. Off turn 4, Murray with a good run right up to the back bumper. Murray looking to the high side now, trying to crossover move. Murray can't get it quite down to the bottom, goes up to the high side again. Spear and Murray, one of these guys about to win their first ever feature event. Murray pushing Spear down the front straightaway. The lap car of Jeremy Blood right in front of him. Will he play a factor? No, he won't. Double sticks in the air, 2 to go. Murray trying to go to the bottom. 2 more laps to go. This is it. About to have a first-time winner in the strictly stock division here at Twin State Speedway. Will it be sophomore driver Michael Spear or rookie Jeff Murray? White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. This is it. Murray's got one last chance to do it. Spear, one last chance to hold him off. Spear gets a little bit loose. Murray comes to the high side. Down to the line, Michael Spear gets his first ever win. Rookie Jeff Murray with a strong. Murray into John Hall Auto number 3. But the Cam Racing number 62 with his first ever feature victory. And you got to know he's savoring this ride around the Speedway with that checkered flag in his hand. Tara Tarbell, another strong run.
Finally to be able to crack victory lane.
Oh, I love it.
Got to be awfully excited. Did you know just how much he was beating and banging on the back bumper there?
Oh, I felt him there. I was trying not to mess up.
Absolutely, you did do that. Car awfully strong. We're going to see more of this year?
I hope so. We're slowly getting it.
There you go. Congratulations, man. Great run.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank Greg Sargent for all the help and my parents and all the guys helping me on the crew. I appreciate that.
There you go. Michael Spear, win number 1. Down. Keith Chapman out of Mystic, Connecticut in the 25. From Manchester, Connecticut, Dan Butler. And we're underway. Green is out. Keith Chapman leads him off into turn number 1. He'll turn hard left and lead him down the backstretch. Chapman gets loose behind him. That 46, Richard Brooks, stacks up the field. Andy Lindemann trying to move forward. All or nothing, folks. That's what we told you. Looks like all for the All-Star Race trucks here tonight. 46 from the top to the bottom. Richard Brooks drives the truck from the high groove to the low groove as he tries to work under the 25 of Dan Butler. Down the backstretch. Butler might have gotten into the wall just a little bit here on the front stretch. Out front, that 22. Keith Chapman feeling the heat from Andy Lindemann, defending champion of the division. Lindemann now looks to the bottom. Hard left to the inside. Lindemann looks for the lead. Keith Chapman in that 22 holds him off for now. Pinches him down, getting into turn number 3. Lindemann off of 4, will stick the nose out in front. Chapman loose, Lindemann with the lead. So Andy Lindemann, a position he is all too familiar with, out in front of the All-Star Race truck. Second right now belongs to Keith Chapman. Behind him, Greg Butler Jr. Then it'll be the 14, John St. Germain runs in 4th. Good battle for 5th. Guy Perry on the inside. Richard Brooks on the outside. Brooks in the yellow number 46. Perry in the black and red number 83. Side by side for the final top 5 spot. And Perry will take the spot. Guy Perry moves to 5th. Brooks to 6th. Behind them with the number 25, Dan Butler out of Manchester, Connecticut. Then it'll be the 12 of Derek Chris. The 55 machine is next. That's Brandon Warren. And it'll be the 64. Tommy Smith and the 2 of James Ray rounds out the field. Out in front, Andy Lindemann with a comfortable lead now. Over Keith Chapman. Chapman runs in 2nd. 3rd belongs to Greg Butler Jr. in the 85. Then it'll be the 14, John St. Germain and Guy Perry round out the top 5. Lindemann with 5 car lengths now on Ray. Lindemann with that truck on cruise control. Just riding, not slipping a tire once. Ray trying to take down that 2nd spot here tonight. Looks like he does not have a thing for Lindemann. Ray fighting an evil race truck there. As the 85 of Greg Butler Jr. reels him in. Butler gets closer and closer. John St. Germain right there as well. Guy Perry a long way back in 5th. Andy Lindemann opens up the gap. Greg Butler closes the gap on the 22 of Keith Chapman. Chapman trying to hold off Butler. Chapman very, very loose. Butler within a truck length now. He's there. Chapman loose. Butler tries to pinch the truck down. Can't get it done. Butler now will take another run at Chapman. Oh, Chapman very, very loose off of turn number 4, and Butler is there. Butler to the inside. They touch. Side by side. Butler and Chapman as they battle for 2nd spot. Butler on the inside. Oh, gets into the lap truck. Butler with a very ill-advised move. Now he's high-sided on the speed bump. Butler high-sided on the speed bump down there in turn number 4. He will head up pit road. Greg Butler, the East Hampton Auto Parts machine. As nobody knows when they race. It's sort of a secretive kind of cult sort of thing. But there is, in fact, a track in Rhode Island. It just doesn't really count, I guess. So here we go. Green flag flies. Andy Lindemann. Then Keith Chapman lead him down. Lindemann quickly out in front. Here comes John St. Germain. St. Germain up the inside in the 14. Keith Chapman will fall to third. Now here comes Richard Brooks. Brooks going to try to take over the third spot. Chapman not going to let that happen in that 22. All problems on the 2. Flat right front for James Ray. Flat right front for James Ray in the 2 truck. Way up high off of turn number 2, out of the way. It's 15 laps in the books, 10 laps to go. Andy Lindemann leads him down the backstretch, and caution.
Well, we'll bring the 50-50 girls with us. They earned it.
So, quick change of microphone. Andy Lindemann out in front. Battle for second. Keith Chapman to the inside. Chapman to the inside. John St. Germain to the outside. Oh, Chapman runs him up the hill. Now contact. Keith Chapman and John St. Germain way up the hill in an absolutely uncalled for move.
Immediately meet your brother Chris, the bottom of the announcer's tower.
So here we go. Andy Lindemann leads him down. Check out the door of the 46. The 46, Richard Brooks. Andy Lindemann out in front. Richard Brooks runs in second. Dan Butler in third. Guy Perry looks to the bottom. Perry to the inside. Perry will take over the third spot now, as here comes Derek Chris up the outside. Chris will move into the top 5. Now the door off of that 46 machine. Richard Brooks lays up high in turn number 3. Oh, Guy Perry roughs up Brooks just a little bit for second spot. Perry all over the back bumper of Brooks. Andy Lindemann gone. See you bye. As now Perry will take over the second spot from Richard Brooks. Brooks will have a little bit of work to do as he heads to Monadnock Speedway tomorrow night. Off of turn number 4. 5 laps to go. 5 to go for Andy Lindemann. Guy Perry runs in second. And now Greg Butler Jr. moves into third. Butler, who tangled with that lap car. So that 85 is actually 3 laps down. The 85 of Greg Butler Jr. is 3 laps down now, as he tries to get involved in this battle. Butler working to the inside of Guy Perry, but he's laps down. You'd think he'd get out of the way and let these guys race. Oh, and the 12 truck, Derek Chris, up into the outside wall on the backstretch. Greg Butler in the 85 continues to hound Guy Perry, despite the fact that he's a couple of laps down. That 46 truck, Richard Brooks, is your third place runner right now. White flag flies. The lap truck of Greg Butler Jr. showing a serious lack of sportsmanship. Andy Lindemann dominates, takes the win. Guy Perry takes second. Third belongs to the 46. 46 of Richard.
So Lindemann, the defending series champion, in a runaway victory tonight And your truck winner here is also going to pick out our 50-50 ticket tonight, so get your 50-50 tickets ready. 500
Andy Lindemann, this place has been awfully good to you. You got to like this joint.
I love this place. Dennis has one heck of a nice racetrack here, and I want to thank all the fans and everybody for coming. Certainly all my sponsors that are on the truck. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't be doing this stuff. And yeah, this is awesome for me. I ended my season here last year with a win, and this is a great way to start it out. And this is probably the first time I ever started a season actually being the points leader, so it's nice.
So you're going to get the group together and make sure they come back here to open the season every year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Same thing.
There you go. Andy Lindemann, we're going to have you pull the 50-50.
Off turn 4, Joe Crowley gives him the look and says, let's get it on! Don't forget, folks, you can catch the replay of the races right here on WCNL Radio every Saturday morning at 10 a.m., 10:10 on your AM dial. Lap number 1 ready to be complete. Mike Willis Jr. and Guy Karen at dead heat as they come down into turn number 1. Willis and Karen. Willis gets loose. Karen by a half a car length going into turn number 3. Willis fights back on the inside. Guy Karen will lead him down to complete lap number 2. On the outside now, watch the 14, your defending track champion, Dana Smith, with Aaron Fellows on the inside of him. Great battle going on with that 3rd spot. Smith drives it in deep on the outside. Dana Smith in the 14 loses a little ground in turn 4. Now Art Hano Jr. coming up to challenge for the 4th spot. Up front, the Predator, Guy Karen. He's been dominant in the late model competition so far. Looking to get his first win in the modified. Smith trying to hold off Art Hano. Hano drives it in deep underneath in turn number 3. Off turn 4, here comes Fellows, trying to work his way under Mike Willis Jr. Fellows a little loose going into turn number 1, wanted to try the crossover, it didn't work. Smith going back to work on Fellows for 3rd, Smith to that high line. Guy Karen up front, making it look easy right now. Mike Willis Jr. got a win earlier in the night in the heat race. Wants to get a trophy in the feature. Getting stronger each time out at number 83. The Superman Fellows right there in 3rd, followed by Dana Smith. Art Hano, Nate Keogh, Norm Forrest, Joey Jarvis, and Robert Hagar. Karen, oh, look out, Hano in trouble off turn 2. Went way up the hill. Keogh able to drive underneath him. Hano now back on the move, trying to run down Keogh. Robert Hagar is taking the 91 up pit road. Problems on the Hagar's painting automobile. Meanwhile, good battle for 5th, good battle for 2nd. Mike Willis Jr. holding his own against Aaron Fellows and Dana Smith. Fellows wants to make that move low coming out of the turns, but Willis protecting the bottom. Guy Karen with about a 4-car length lead. That group now is starting to close in on him just a little bit. Karen has yet to win here in the modified, but is undefeated in the late model competition. Cross flags out this time, halfway, 17 down, 18 to go. Mike Willis Jr. trying to eat into that lead that Guy Karen built up. Aaron Fellows right on his tail. Dana Smith waiting in the wings, and then the battle for fifth between Keogh and Hano. Joey Jarvis is cutting around Norman Forrest now, and he's trying to run down the 26 and 27. Willis, every lap looks like he's gaining a couple of feet on Karen. 20 now in the books, 15 to go. The Predator, Guy Karen, his 6-car lead has been cut to 3. Willis, Fellows, and Smith ever so slowly gaining ground on the leader. Keogh and Hano, they're going to start feeling the heat from Joey Jarvis soon. Joey Jarvis has crawled within a car length and a half of Art Hano. 4-car battle up front, 3-car battle for fifth. $25 down, 10 more laps to go. Hano starting to put the pressure on. Keogh gets loose coming out of turn 4. Hano wanted to drop to the bottom and go low. Couldn't happen. Now Joey Jarvis with a nice move to go low on Hano. Jarvis, oh, and they touch. Jarvis and Hano touched in the middle of 3 and 4. Dana Smith hoping Willis can get the jump on Karen and he can make the outside groove work. Here we go, underway. Fellows going to stay tight to the bumper of Karen in hopes that they can make the inside groove work, and that looks like it may happen. Oh, and we got trouble in turn 2. Your defending track champion and Nate Keogh get together in turn 2. Fellows now works his way underneath Willis for second. Keogh gets the 26 going. 30 down, 5 laps to go. Fellows has taken over second. Couple of wily veterans up front now. The Predator and the Superman. Karen and Fellows. So Karen, Fellows, and Mike Willis Jr. 2 to go. 2 more laps to go. Can the Predator hold off the Superman to get his first ever modified win? White flag is out. This is it. Karen, Fellows, Mike Willis Jr., Joey Jarvis, Nate Keogh. Check. Oh, and Fellows and Karen get together, but they're okay. Checkered flag is out. Guy Karen gets the win. Aaron Fellows. So the ground pounders making up in excitement what they lack in numbers. What an outstanding race by this division tonight.
Because he went down in lap 30. And then
you see the steam.
You guys have been utterly dominant in the late model. It's got to feel good to finally get the mod going.
Yeah, we've been struggling with this thing, so it was good to get a good finish with this. So I'd like to thank Brandon Meyer and Skyline Ridge Builders, Avery's All Marine, La Valley Building Supply, Lone Wolf Entertainment. I'd like to thank the crew that works on the car. You know, we blew a motor the first week, so this is bittersweet.
How good is that late model here tonight? Can you double up?
Well, I don't know. You know, I pull a bonehead moving a heat race, so that put me to the rear. So I got a lot of work to do, and the guys in front of me are, you know, they're pretty fast, so it won't be from lack of effort, that's for sure.
But it'll be a lot of fun. Great run here tonight. Congratulations on one. Maybe we'll talk again.
I hope so.
Guy Karen takes his first modified win.
Oh, the number 13 for Drew Davis and shotgun on the field. The outlaw Mark Blair. Green flag is out. We are underway. Lavoie and Wilk, nose to nose. Wilk with a power move up the outside. Chris Wilk, Lavoie answers back on the inside. Off turn 4 down to the line. It's Wilk by a fender at the line. Wilk and Lavoie duking it out. Fellows right there, waiting to see which line goes first. Wilk by 1 car length at the line. Lavoie fights back on the inside. Fellows looks to make it 3 wide. Very wisely backs out of it. Wilk is your leader coming off turn number 4. John Lavoie battles back once again. Lavoie making the inside groove work. Wilk drives it in hard. Off turn 4, almost side by side again. Wilk finally clears Lavoie. Will he go down and protect the bottom now? He doesn't have to. He's got a half a car length lead. Alan Fellows right there in 3rd. Nick Bowman in 4th. Joe Lanou 5th. Then it's Ryan Bell, the outlaw Mark Blair, and Drew Davis. Wilkie now starting to open it up a little bit, and now Wilkes ceiling number 15. Fellows looks to the bottom of Lavoie. Fellows drives it in. Lavoie leaves the bottom open. Fellows will have second. Lavoie loose off turn 4. John Lavoie and at Chuck Sato, number 33. Now feels the heat from Nick Bovin, the rookie. Bowman looked at the bottom, couldn't make it happen. The outlaw, Blair now, trying to work his way underneath Ryan Bell. Bell and Blair side by side in 4. Blair will have the 6th spot as they come into turn number 1. Bell tries the crossover, doesn't work. Bowman going to work on John Lavoie for 3rd. Bowman dives to the inside. Lavoie and Bowman, door handle to door handle. Bowman takes over 3rd as Lavoie slides in behind him. Chris Wilk, the man from Mendon, Vermont, up front. Your defending track champion and at number 15, running hard and strong. Alan Fellows in hot pursuit, about 8 car lengths back. Then you're going to go back another 10 car lengths to Nick Bowman, John Lavoie, Joe Lanou, Mark Blair, Ryan Bell, and Drew Davis. Drew Davis takes the 13 up pit road. Problems on that automobile. Meanwhile, Chris Wilk and Alan Fellows in cruise control. Fellows fighting the wheel a little bit, coming off the turns. Cross flags are out. Halfway. We're halfway through this Super Street main event. Chris Wilk leading Aaron Fellows. Nick Bowman, John Lavoie, Joe Lanou, Mark Blair, and Ryan Bell. Don't forget, you can get a copy of the racing gear by visiting the photo booth, where OutsideGroove.com does a great job at covering the racing here at Twin State Speedway. And don't forget, if you'd like to listen to the races all over again, Saturday mornings, WCNL Radio, 1010 on your AM dial. You can hear the replay of the races. If you're getting a little chilly out there and you'd like something hot to drink, I'm sure Blazing Grill still has some nice hot coffee up there. Hot coffee, hot cocoa, hot food. Blazing Grills right here on the Midway. Along with a popcorn stand, a photo booth, we have it all right here at Twin State Speedway. 20 laps now in the books, 10 laps to go. Chris Wilk has showed him nothing but the back bumper since the drop of the green flag. Aaron Fellows has worked his way up to second, but has not been able to close the gap on the Wilk ceiling number 15. Nick Bovin, strong run for the rookie in third. John Lavoie, your pole sitter, settled into fourth spot. He's been running strong right there. Chris Wilk, I'll tell you, he's going to be one happy guy in victory lane. This guy may have racing's greatest attitude when you talk to him on the microphone. Wilkie, Fellows, and Bovin. Bovin looking for his first trophy as a late model competitor. Chris Wilk, your defending track champion, and at number 15. Looks up, Michael Griggs has got 5 fingers in the air. We've got 5 laps to go. 5 more laps to go for Chris Wilk to pick up another victory and put another notch in his belt. Alan Fellows has also visited victory lane here just a couple of weeks ago. Wilkie drives it down through one more time, starting to actually gain ground on Fellows now. Double sticks are up. 2 more laps to go. Chris Wilk in his own time zone. Chris Wilk will come off turn 4. He'll see the white flag this time by. Chris Wilk up the back straightaway now. Michael Griggs going to reach for that checkered flag. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Wilk in a 15. Alan Fellows comes home in second. Third will go to the rookie, Nick Bovin. John Lavoie comes home in fourth. Joe Lanou fifth. The Outlaw Mark, get an autograph or a close picture or ask a question to any of our top 3. You can visit them right over here off turn 4 in our victory lane area. That is completely free to the fans to go over there. Chris Wilk with his signature Polish victory lap.
Get grouchy or something. You guys way too happy. Back in the day when he was running the old pink and blue and white thing, guys would get out fighting. You guys get out and you shake hands and hug and have a good time. What's the deal here?
Well, that's exactly it. It's a great time. I mean, I think it's the best class here at Twin State.
And it's the best party in town.
Absolutely, no question. You know, I got Batman, and I guess I'm the Joker. I guess he's got to come catch me, right?
Absolutely. We're going to get that in the car for next week.
I'll work on that. You got it. You know, I tell you, this feels great. After last week, we had a fuel pump issue, and, you know, I worked hard and got that thing resolved, and came back here, and I was really hoping for a top 3 finish, and this is just awesome. You know, racing with Tank there for the first 5 or 6 laps on the outside. You know, he told me before, he's like, man, I don't run a radio. He says, if you're out there, I'm going to give you some room. I'm like, it's all I want, man. It's 6 feet. You know, and he raced me great, and I knew I had to get going because I knew Batman going to probably clear him and come up through pretty quick, so it was great. You know, no cautions, and turned out awesome.
There you go. Congratulations, man. Great run.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Jumpin' Joe Crowley, ready to let him roll. We are underway. Scotty McMichael, Daryl Keene, side by side. McMichael with a nose out in front down the backstretch. Here comes Keene with a run into turn number 3. McMichael sticks the nose back out in front. And McMichael will lead lap number 1. Daryl Keene in second, but here comes Dennis Stange. Dennis Stange has been fighting the handle on that distance chassis as Todd Davis works low on Aaron Fellows. Fellows comes down across the nose of Davis. Davis has to get out of the throttle just a little bit. Side by side for second. Dennis Stange, Daryl Keene. Stange with the advantage now. Keene tries to come back on the high side, but here comes the Superman. Aaron Fellows already with a second on the night. Fellows runs Keene up high down into turn number 1. Aaron Fellows now will take over third. Daryl Keene will settle into fourth. Here comes Todd Davis. Guy Karen, Meyer, deep in traffic. Alongside Chris Bergeron. In front of those two, it's Chris Riendo and Luke Hinckley. And they have got the whole field bottled up. Now, Chris Riendo will get the better of Hinckley. Oh, Bergeron tries to run Bucky Demers down. Bucky will have nothing of it. Chris Bergeron tried to run Bucky Demers down to the infield. Demers said, I don't think so. Bergeron not liking that outside. Neither is Luke Hinckley. Now Hinckley gathers up his machine, is out in front. Scotty McMichael with a couple of car lengths on Dennis Stange, but here comes the Superman. Superman to the bottom. He'll drive it deep into 3, can't get it done. Stange will hold him off for the time being. Guy Karen trying to move forward on Chris Riendo, unable to get it done. Bucky Demers continues to work the bottom on Chris Bergeron. Mark Palmisano now thinks about 3 wide, thinks better of it as Demers continues to battle. Aaron Fellows looks to the inside on Stange one more time. Guy Karen has gotten around Chris Riendo. He'll set his sights on Dola Holland as we are 10 laps in. 25 to go. 35 the distance, folks. Scotty McMichael, his best run in the late model, as Guy Karen all over the back of Dola Holland. Chris Bergeron has cleared Bucky Demers, but can't get to Luke Hinckley right now. Now begins to close the gap just a bit. 12 laps in the book. Scotty McMichael with the lead. Dennis Stange second. Aaron Fellows runs in third. Daryl Keene solidly in fourth. And it's Todd Davis, the defending champ. 6th spot belongs to Dola Holland, and it's Guy Karen. Chris Riendo, Luke Hinckley, Chris Bergeron. Behind them, just outside the top 10, Bucky Demers, Mark Palmisano, and Mark Merrill. Scotty McMichael has led every lap thus far in that 3 car. Aaron Fellows runs in second. Third belongs to Dennis Stange. Fourth is Daryl Keene. Guy Karen's going to have to go. If Guy Karen's going to go 4 for 4, he's going to have to go, folks. He looks to the bottom on Holland. Can't get it done. Now, off of turn number 2, Guy Karen to the bottom. Guy going to try to make a run down into turn number 3. He'll have the spot, and Karen picks off another one. Karen down. We'll go to work on Todd Davis. Out front, Aaron Fellows has caught Scott McMichael as we are halfway, just past halfway now on this late model main event. Scotty McMichael has led the distance, but he's got the Superman all over his rear bumper. Third belongs to Dennis Stange, starting to feel the heat from the 79 of Daryl Keene. Guy Karen runs in 5th as he's made his way around Todd Davis now. Davis at 6th, Dola Holland 7th. Then it's Chris Riendo, Luke Hinckley. Oh, Bergeron! gets into the side of Hinckley. Chris Bergeron, with an aggressive move, gets into the side of Hinckley. And now it looks like he'll take that spot away. Hinckley back on the outside. As now Palmisano will fight him for that spot. Holland to the inside on Todd Davis. Now Chris Riendo as Davis is backsliding. Palmisano by Luke Hinckley now as he tries to move forward. Up front, Aaron Fellows has taken over the top spot. Fellows to the lead. Here comes Guy Caron. Caron looking for third now. Aaron Fellows looking for win number 1 in the season. Scotty McMichael the second. Guy Caron to third now as he drives around Dennis Stams. Here comes Caron. Does he have enough time as we come up on 10 to go? Aaron Fellows way out in front. We have been caution-free to this point. Next time by, Joe Crowley going to give him 10 stubby little fingers. 10 laps to go. The Superman is on the hunt. Scotty McMichael runs in second. What a run for that underfunded 3 car. Guy Caron runs in third. Dennis Stans runs in fourth, and it's Daryl Keene. The Superman. Does he have another 9 laps in him? Guy Caron trying to run down Scotty McMichael. Caron is there. Caron has gotten to the back bumper on McMichael. Chris Bergeron has moved into the 8th spot now. Bergeron came in here and dominated a couple of races at the end of the year. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that here this year. Guy Caron now to second spot. The Superman way out in front. Caron's going to have to pedal and pedal hard if he's going to get there.
Take a moment, plug him in, charge him. Call my phone.
Aaron Fellows with about a 10-car length lead on the Predator. But the Predator is on the hunt. Can he get there? Guy Caron praying for a caution, begging for a caution. Looking for something to throw out of that race car and cause it a precaution. Aaron Fellows praying for no yellow flag. Scotty McMichael, a great run in third. Dennis Stange in fourth. Daryl Keene in fifth. Then it's Dola Holland. Oh, here it is. Palmisano's around in the backstretch. Oh, this is going to get good, folks. So we're going to double up the field. New this year. Green flag is out. We're underway. Fellows to the inside. This might actually help Fellows, as it's going to put Guy Caron to his outside for a lap or two. Caron, though, quickly to the bottom. Tries the crossover. Tries to dive to the bottom. Can't get there. Aaron Fellows going to try to make that car awfully wide. Off of turn number 2. Guy Caron pushes Fellows into the corner. Fellows pinches the car way down. White is out. Fellows going to give Caron absolutely nothing. Contact. Guy Caron to the back of Aaron Fellows. Fellows drives it to the bottom. Off of turn number 4. Guy Caron is there. Aaron Fellows has broken the streak. Caron second.
Guy Caron did everything he could, but Fellows was able to answer the bell. And what a great run, even though it was overshadowed by these two battling it out up front. What an outstanding run for that man climbing out of the number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Newberry, New Hampshire, Scott McMichael. And we're going to take you trackside now with Andy Hall.
Flag out of his hand at the end of that thing.
Yeah, because this car just loves the long green runs. I really stink at the beginning of the race, and the longer we go, the car comes to me. And I didn't want to see the caution because I know what the car does, acts up. So, but anyway, good run. Guy raced me clean. Everybody was good out there. Great racing out there. Thank my sponsors: Livingston's Arctic Cat, Steve Fellows Sand and Gravel, Soupy's Used Cars, Robinson's Concrete. Everybody else that helps, my kids, Mike, my dad, brothers, everybody, just does a great job. 2 cars, it's not easy. Thank my guys, chassis guys, Race Basics, give me a good car. I just got to learn how to drive the thing, and hopefully we can be up here every week.
I'd say you pretty well got it figured out. Great run, man.
Thank you.
Aaron Fellows.
Don't forget, coming up Friday, June 5th, at True Value Modifieds right here at Twin State Speedway. Green flag is out. We're underway. Seth Melcher's going to thread the needle and take over the lead coming off turn number 2. Seth Melcher on fire. Look at Bruce Jaycox coming up through, along with Nate Tedford, Robert Leach, Jeremiah Losi. So Seth Melcher, your early leader, with Bruce Jaycox in tow. Robert Leach up the third. Jaycox heads up pit road, running second, and it heads right up pit road. Not sure what happened there. So Robert Leach moves up to second. Jeremiah Losi up to third. Then it's Nate Tedford, Rob Olney, Patrick Leclerc. Look out! Jim Brown around in the 53 there, gets it straightened out. Something tells me he needs to get some weight in the back of that automobile. So Seth Melcher, the man up front, making it work. Robert Leach right there in second, and it's Jeremiah Losi, Rob Olney the third. Cody Small, your early winner. Nathan Daniels, Nate Tedford, Jaycox back out there running strong. Then it's Kyle Small going around Patrick Leclerc with Scott Cowdrey and Jim Brow. Seth Melcher in the 26, the man up front. Robert Leach and Jeremiah Losi, along with Cody Small and Rob Olney, trying to run him down. Seth Melcher, a couple of seasons ago, was a winner in the Youth Sportsman Division. This young man turning it up to run the Wildcats and looking very strong here in his debut. Scott Cowdrey getting the feel of that brand new automobile, the number 66. Meanwhile, up front, Melcher in the straightaway auto, number 26. He's starting to feel the pressure from Robert Leach, Jeremiah Losi, and Cody Small. Cody Small lapped the entire field with the exception of Losi in the early feature tonight. We'll see if he's got a repeat performance in that number 7. Nathan Daniels and Rob Olney battling it out for that 5th spot. Jaycox in the 29. He lost a couple of laps in the pits, but that car looks to be running good along with Kyle Small and Nate Tedford. Leclerc tries to make the move underneath Brow. And oh, look out! Chain reaction, Melcher, Leach, and Losi Kyle Small says thank you very much. There'll be 3 wide going into turn number 1. Excuse me, Cody Small. Kyle Small in the 14 out there. Robert Leach now works the inside of Seth Melcher. They'll come up on the 53. Let's see what happens here. Robert Leach has the lead coming off turn number 4. Losey moves up to second. Cody Small going to use the inside groove to go to third. So Seth Melcher will lose 3 spots and hang on to 4th. Melcher now going to try to fight back in that number 26. Robert Leach, the man up front. Jeremiah Losey holding on to second. Cody Small third. Melcher fourth. The 63 of Nathan Daniels is fifth. Then it's Rob Olney in the 99 and the 14 of Kyle Small with Nate Tedford in the 56. And I believe those are the only cars on the lead lap. Small trying to make a bid on Losey. Losey able to shut the door. Robert Leach, Jeremiah Losey, Cody Small, Seth Melcher, Nathan Daniels, Rob Olney, and Nate Tedford. The only car, Kyle Small and Nate Tedford, the only cars on the lead lap, and Tedford now goes a lap down to Robert Leach. So now we're down to 7 cars on the lead lap. 4 of them running together here. They've actually now put a little, the top 3 has put a little space between themselves and Seth. Cody Small challenging Jeremiah Losey once again. Small trying to make the outside groove work. He'll fall back in line as they work their way underneath James Brow. Now Cody Small ducks to the inside, but Losey able to get down the straightaway first. Kyle Small working on Bruce Jaycox. 25 laps now in the books. We're halfway through this Wildcat main event. Oh, James Brown with a handful of steering wheel coming off turn number 4. He's able to hold on to it. Meanwhile, Cody Small has fallen off the pace. Your earlier winner now has slowed. He has lost the draft of the top 2. And he'll start feeling the heat from Seth Melcher unless he can get that 7 back underway. Now the 7 starts picking up the pace again. Kyle Small and Bruce Jaycox waging a war. Jaycox a few laps down. Kyle Small finally able to work his way underneath him. Robert Leach about to put the pair of them another lap down, or Jaycox another lap down. Kyle Small still on the lead lap. Cody Small has once again caught the top pair. So we've got a 3-car battle for the lead once again. Whatever it was that went wrong with the 7, he has definitely got it back because that car is cruising. Here they come up the back straightaway, 3 wide in turn number 3. .32 down, 18 laps to go. When the 53 got sideways, Cody Small lost ground again. So Robert Leach and Jeremiah Losi enjoy a 4-car length cushion. Robert Leach trying to put 6th placed runner Rob only a lap down. He'll do it as they come off turn number 2. Robert Leach now going to work on 5th place runner Nathan Daniels. Leach will duck inside of him off turn number 2. We now have 4 cars on the lead lap. 3 of them running together. That's the 40, the 41, and the 7. And with 12 laps to go, other than the 53 of Brow, they're going to have some open track to work with. Cody Small looked like he's putting the pressure on Losi once again. Now your top 3 with an open track to work with. Losi just enough horsepower to hold off the 7. 10 more laps to go. Small looks like he wants to go to the high side. Now tries the crossover. Goes right back up to the top when he sees the bottom was filled. Closing stages of this Wildcat event. Robert Leach running strong. It's Leach, Losi, and Small. Seth Melcher, your 4th place runner, 3/4 of a lap down, and at number 26. Make it 2/3 of a lap down, to be technical. Small going to the high side on Losi. Kyle Small once again trying to make bids. Just can't seem to make the pass on Jeremiah Losi. Robert Leach having things his own way up front. He knows that Losi and Small are there, but so far hasn't felt any big pressure. Lap traffic now starting to come into the picture once again. Losi a little bit loose, Small trying to make the bid. Losi doing a fairly good job of blocking out there, and now he's being warned about it. We'll only have a couple laps to go now. Small works his way underneath Losey. They'll be neck and neck coming down the front straightaway. Losey able to hold him off once again. White flag is out for Robert Leach. Small trying a last-ditch effort to run the outside. Doesn't look like it's going to work. One last chance, but Robert Leach is going to bring home the win. Jeremiah Losey second, and Cody Small bringing it home in third. And first off, Rob, congratulations on a great run. Jeremiah and Cody were right there, but you really had the stuff to hold them off.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of work. We broke the shifter in the first race, about ripped it right out of the car, so we had a lot of work to do in between, and apparently whatever we did, it worked.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, this thing was really on fire out there, and we saw you heading out. It looked like the car was on the trail and you were leaving. It's like, oh, no, and then you come back out, win the second race. That's got to be a good accomplishment.
Oh, yeah, it feels real good knowing that I couldn't finish the first one and come back and put it to him.
All right, so tell us who makes this car go.
My dad, everybody at Stearns & Son. I got to thank Morningstar Lumber and Burke Painting and Drywall.
All right, ladies